Garlean Empire is poised to invade Eorzea. At the head of the army is Van Belsar and his ultimate weapon. It's up to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Grand Companies of Eorzea to stop the invasion before it can ruin the lives of all of its inhabitants. Alphie explained the plan. The Grand Companies would each blockade the local Imperial stronghold to isolate Castrum Meridianum, where the ultimate weapon is housed. Meanwhile, I would take out Rhitahtyn, who would otherwise coordinate the Imperial response. While the Immortal Flames conduct a diversionary assault on Castrum Meridianum, I would sneak in and disable the defences of the inner keep, Van Belsar's headquarters. With the Flames suppressing whatever forces are left in Meridianum, I will lead an elite group on an assault on the Praetorium and try to disable the ultimate weapon before the invasion can be launched. Operation Archon. My first task was to head to Cape Westwind to take on Rhitahtyn. While I waited for him to arrive, I consulted a strategy for the fight that Rhitahtyn had given me. I fought my way up to the outpost and made my way in to confront him. He remembered me from my fight against Titan, where I had battered an actual god and wisely told his soldiers that they would only get thrashed if they tried to face me. However, he believed that he had the strength to give me a decent fight. I tried to follow Rhitahtyn's strategy, but it didn't really make a lot of sense, so I just kept hitting him and tried to dodge his attacks. Quite quickly, I emerged victorious. Then his soldiers came back and tried to fight me. They were absolutely no match for my axe and quickly fell. This annoyed Rhitahtyn. He got back to his feet and challenged me again. He had some new moves this time, but I was more than equal to him. Soon he was flat on his face, defeated again. As I was about to leave, he summoned the strength to get up one more time. And trapped me in a deadly hand-to-hand duel in a pool of flames. I prevailed again, and this time he would not get him back up. This destroyed the nearby transporter, which acted as a signal for my watching Scion friends. Phase 1 of Operation Archon was complete. When Van Belsar heard the news, he was not pleased. The Garleans knew we were coming now. Would we have the strength to beat them? Some of the Grand Company's troops seemed unsure of it themselves. I did my best to inspire them. With the blockades of the other strongholds in place, it was time to execute the assault on Castrum Meridianum, to destroy the defences around the Praetorium and permit a preemptive strike on the ultimate weapon. Raubahn and Minfilia gave a speech outside the Castrum to rouse the troops for battle for Eorzea. I led my trusty crew of Scions into the Castrum. The Imperials fought back fiercely. We made our way past the perimeter where we were faced with the Black Eft and its Magitech armour. Called on several waves of reinforcement during the fight. But in the end, he was no match for our strength. We emerged victorious, only to discover that we were at a dead end. Fortunately, Cid had studied the plans and directed us to a secret shortcut. We fought past a further wave of defenders until we reached the towering experimental vanguard. We avoided its predictable attack patterns and continued further into the Castrum. Cid had located some Magitech armour himself and blasted a hole in the back to allow us to reach the generator powering the defensive field around the inner keep. Cid blasted away at the generator, while we distracted the defensive troops. Finally, Cid destroyed the tower, disabling the field. Our objective was complete. Praetorium was open. Before that, though, Livia approached. Livia, who massacred the Scions at the Waking Sands, who tortured Minfilia. Selfish Livia felt that she was the victim. She wanted to kill me, Well, I wanted to kill her. We traded blows toe to toe until she unleashed that roundhouse kick of hers. Tried a variety of attacks, but we dodged and hit back. In the end, she flew into a rage, but it wasn't enough to trouble my crew, and we emerged victorious. She collapsed with one final gasp of Van Delsar's name, and as she did, Sid joined us. The Praetorium was unshielded, but we needed the Enterprise to fly us in.